Carl, how can you sit there when we don't even know what's happened to her?
We know what happened. She made a great success.
That is no reason to disappear into thin air. I'm going to the police.
Here she is.
Angela, where have you been?
I'm sorry, Franz, really.
We were worried about you.
Please forgive me.
Of course, but won't you tell me what happened?
I don't know.
You don't know? Angela, I waited for you at the theater for hours. You must have gone someplace.
Let's not talk about it tonight, Franz. I'm very tired. Some other time.
Forgive me. I was so worried about you, I forgot to tell you how wonderful you were. I was in the audience, you know. You got 5 curtain calls, and then when I left and waited for you, I didn't wait so long. Leon told me that across the street there was a little jewelry shop where men bought their present and then they... Well... for you. To remind you of your first success.
My first success. Franz. Hold me tight. Please hold me tight. Franz, I'm afraid.
Afraid of what?
I don't know.
They tell me she's young, beautiful, and really can sing. Good morning, Count. May I have a statement from my newspaper?
Now, gentlemen, please.
But the magic voice has been out of the repertory for 10 years, hasn't it?
Yes, ever since La Marcelina's strange disappearance.
And then you found the new soprano.
Then I found Miss Clot.
Did you say Clot?
Good morning, my dear Jamila.
Well, our baritone is positively glowing this morning.
Glowing with new admiration for you, my dear. Few prima donnas would confess so openly they had anything to learn. I salute you.
Anything to learn?
It takes character to understudy a newcomer.
Understudy? Your new soprano will never sing the magic voice.
No?
No. Seabrook's insane to even consider letting a young and experienced girl like that...
Don't forget, my dear, that once upon a time you were young.
Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you. This is followed by the baritone solo and ballet. Up there we have the sketches of the set. Would you like to see them?
Not now.
The ballet is followed by the soprano aria.
We'll omit the baritone solo and the ballet. I want these gentlemen of the press to hear Miss Clot.
Well, of course. Gentlemen, we take it from the soprano aria. Signor Rosselli on stage, please. Attention, gentlemen. The ladder back, please. Miss Clot, on stage, please.
for me?
I'm sorry. May I try that last part again?
Of course, my dear, of course.
Why, darling, what happened?
Angela, what happened?
My voice, it's gone.
That's ridiculous.
My voice, it's gone.
Stop saying that and come here.
Franz, what's the matter with me?
Nothing. People don't lose their voices like that. You've got to sing.
I can't, Franz. For some reason, I don't want to sing.
Angela!
For me, darling.
Not from the same place.
Get in this dressing room.
Do you realize that by forcing her voice, you might ruin it forever?
I'm only trying to help. She lost her confidence, that's all.
Is that true, Doctor? Why do you think her voice broke?
High tension, nerves.
That could be serious?
It could be, if not taken care of.
What do you advise, Doctor?
For a few days, at least, absolute rest.
But rehearsals.
You can rehearse with the understudy.
But you won't have to. I tell you, she's perfectly all right.
It's quite obvious she's not perfectly all right. Her voice did break. We all heard it.
I would suggest that we leave it to Miss Clatt herself. How with your nerves in this condition, do you think you ought to sing?
I don't know. I never felt like this before.
You'd better send her home, brother. Where does she live?
1500 Street.
I'm afraid that won't do. She must have professional care.
The hospital?
How would you like to come home with me for a few days?
I'll come and see you, Angela.
I'd wait, my boy. She needs complete rest.
Blackmailed Seabrook into giving her the part.
After the papers have been full of nothing but the magic voice, Seabrook will have to produce.
But it isn't for her. She can never sing the aria.
They can lower the key.
But it's Angela's part. There was nothing wrong with her until she met Horner.
Dr. Horner wants to help Angela.
Then why does he keep her locked up? Why can't I go and see her? She hasn't even answered my letters. I'm going to take her back where she belongs.
Franz!
I would like to see Dr. Hohner.
Dr. Hohner never sees patients at this hour.
But I'm not a patient. It's a personal matter, and it's very important.
What is it about?
Angela Claude.
Angela Claude?
I've got to see her.
I'm afraid you'll have to come another time. The doctor is just leaving for the theater.
I've decided not to go to the theater tonight, Louise.
Oh, but that was a message from Count Seabrook. The new tenor has a sore throat.
Oh.
Why don't you go home?
Now, why don't you go to the theater? You should be there by now.
But Franz...
Go on, don't worry about me. I just want to see what happens. Go on. Come on. What's the matter? Don't you know me?
Good evening, Dr. Horner.
Good evening, Mel. Who is that singing?
That's the new tenor.
Well, there's nothing wrong with his throat.
No, sir.
Get her out of here now before it's too late.
Angela, we're getting out of here.
I mustn't leave. He doesn't want me to leave. Let me stay, Franz. Please let me
I'll take you home to Mama Hinsel and Carl.
Hurry. Please hurry. Through the gate.
Thank you, Louise.
Dr. Horner! Dr. Horner! Dr. Horner! Dr. Horner, she's gone.
How? Where were you?
After you left, I went down to the kitchen to look after some things. A little later, I came up to see her. She wasn't here. I searched everywhere, but she was gone. They must have been watching the house for days, waiting for their chance.
Who brought that message from the...
I fixed you some nice hot soup, dear.
Put it over here, Mama Hinsel.
No, Franz. You mustn't touch it.
Angela, it's just an atomizer.
He told me something about it. Franz, what did he tell me?
Can't you remember?
I can't. But I must. It was very important.
Don't worry about it now. Mama Hinsel is going to give you your soup.
Franz, don't leave me.
All right, darling. Now close your eyes and try to sleep. Think of nothing else.
saw the chemist.
It's water, Uncle Carl. Plain, everyday water.
Water? Yes. You're sure this came out of the atomizer?
Yes, I took it out when Angela was asleep. I was sure there was something in there that stopped her from singing, but now Oh, Uncle Carl, what is it? Her imagination?
When did her voice break first?
When she was singing the aria.
At rehearsal. With Hohner watching her.
Yes.
And the next time?
In her dressing room.
And Hohner walked. All this after she had been to his office for treatment. He must have frightened the child.
But why?
Marcelina, the aria. Who can tell what goes on in a man's mind?
And who can prove it? Oh, Carl, what are we going to do?
I don't know. In the army, when a man was thrown from a horse, we put him right back on the horse and made him ride.
And it worked?
Usually. The longer a man waited, the more difficult it became. Something in his mind grew into a terrible mental hazard. Men, horses, I know. But it's different with singers.
Why should it be different with singers? The same hazard. Course. That's it.
Franz, where are you going? Wait for me.
What you ask is not only impossible, it's fantastic.
But the girl is very ill. We not only ask you to save her career, but her life as well.
Dr. Hohner tells me she's lost her voice beyond recovery.
Dr. Hohner is wrong.
Let's be reasonable about this thing. All I demand is a chance to hear her sing. I've asked you to bring her here to my office. But no, you must have my company and my orchestra lights. A full performance for your experiment before an audience. It's absolutely out of the question. That will be all, gentlemen.
But Count Seabrook...
Franz. I told you it was a hopeless task.
Well, we gave him his chance. Now he has only himself to blame. We're going over his head.
But who is over his head?
The king.
The king? Do you mean to say we should ask the king himself?
He gave you personally.
Hundreds of us got the same decoration. And it wasn't him. It was his father who gave it to me.
Just stick your chest out.
I'm going to lose my job. Seabrook will discharge me.
You must have been much braver when you were young.
No one is permitted in this court until His Majesty has left the theater.
Oh, but His Majesty will grant him an audience.
You should know better. You will have to make your petition in writing.
Gentlemen, His Majesty the King.
One of the heroes from Satawa.
Yes, Your Majesty.
2nd Cavalry, Blue Hussars.
Yes, Your Majesty.
I am sorry, Your Majesty. This court should have been cleared of petitioners.
One of my father's old guard may talk to me at any time. Now, what can I do for you?
It's about the singer.
A young lady.
We are in love.
No, the young lady and I are in love.
Oh, I see. Well, in that case, shall we step in here?
This performance will be known as the most dismal fiasco in the entire history of the Royal Theatre. This will really make me immortal.
Seabrook, I want to talk to you. This is the last straw, and I don't intend to stand for it any longer. There's no clause in my contract that calls for insults. Why, my name is on every billboard, and this nobody is singing in my place. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to leave here and never come back.
I wish to heaven I could go with you.
Oh, you sent for me?
Yes. Here, read this.
A command performance. It's unbelievable.
What shall I do? What can I do?
I would suggest that you have Madame Jamila stand by.
Stand by and let her make a fool of me?
You don't have to bother about that. It will not be possible for that girl to sing.
How should she take it?
I don't know. I haven't told her anything except that we're going to the theater.
But Mama Hensel, I don't want to go.
You run along with Franz. See your friends. Hear some music. It will do you good.
You look wonderful, Angela. Good night, Mama Hensel.
Good night.
But how will I get to the theater?
Just walk if you have to, but leave them alone.
But Mama Hensel...
Good evening, Miss Clark.
Good evening, ma'am.
Count Seabrook wants to see you.
Where is he?
Dressing room 22.
Thank you, ma'am.
Good evening, Miss Clark. Please come in. This is Count Rambourg, aide-de-camp to His Majesty.
Enchanted. Miss Clark, you are commanded by His Majesty to sing the magic voice tonight.
I? Sing?
Yes, a command performance.
But I can't.
But it is His Majesty's orders. My congratulations, Miss Clark.
This is a great honor, my dear.
But Count Seabrook,
The king. I'll send a maid to you.
Mr. Brunn.
Now, your wardrobe is all ready. I'll see you on the stage. Good luck.
Franz, I'm afraid.
No, you're not. You're probably as surprised as I am. As Count Seabrook said, this is a great honor. The king sends his aide-de-camp to command you to sing.
But that's why I'm afraid. I can't sing.
Of course you can. The minute you're out there before the audience and hear that music, you'll sing. Everybody wants you to. Look, they're all thinking of you. They send you their good wishes. Here, flowers from Seabrook, from Brunn, from Rosselli, flowers even from His Majesty.
What's that?
Another present, I suppose. We'll soon find out. That is just like the one you have at home, isn't it? Now I broke your present. I'm sorry. That was very clumsy of me. Angela, was that very important?
Dr. Honer told me something about it. My voice.
Oh, that's just broken glass in a little colored water. Listen, whatever Dr. Honer said is past and gone just like that. Tonight is the night you worked and studied for, the night we dreamed of. Do you know why the magic voice hasn't been performed for 10 years? Because there was no one to sing it, and now the king commands you to sing it. That's what you've got to do. So forget Dr. Honer, forget everything. Everything but me.
Of course, Franz. And I'll really try.
I know you will. And you'll be wonderful. Now get dressed.
I'll call you when I'm changed.
How is she?
Fine. Everything is going to work out as we planned.
I fixed the place the wings for you, where Angela can see you while she sings. Come, I'll show you.
Just a moment. Count Seabrook sent me to Miss Clark. You may help the ballet girls.
Yes, madame.
I came to help you dress. The last time I saw Marcelina, she was standing right here, in a dress just like that. You're as beautiful as she was.
Thank you, Louise. I'll take this. Would you ask Franz to come in now, please?
Yes.
To help you, my dear. It's cruel of them to do this to you. You don't want to sing, do you?
But I promised Franz I'd try.
Of course you did, my dear. But Franz doesn't understand. You're in no condition to sing. Are you?
I don't know. I only know I promised Franz I'd try. Dr. Honor, don't look at me like that.
What does Franz know about it? Why, you're trembling, shaking. Your nerves have gone to pieces. I warned Franz what would happen if he forced you to sing. You don't want to ruin that voice, do you? It isn't yours, remember? Now tell me, whose voice is it? Tell me.
Marceline.
Angela, are you ready? Angela! Angela!
Angela!
There's she.
Homer! Have you seen Dr. Homer?
Not tonight.
I want to borrow this.
Carl!
This time I'll silence it forever.
Murder. I suspected you from the first and came here as your servant to make sure. For 10 years I've watched and waited. You kept your secret well until the first night you brought Angela here. When you showed the pearls Marcelina had on when she disappeared. You took them off her body. I'm not afraid of you. I needed more evidence for the police. I got it tonight when I followed you here from the dressing room. In time to save this child. You killed Marcelina.
You'll never say that again.
Dr. Homer. Angela, are you all right? You should be at the theater. You're singing the magic voice tonight.
She can't sing. I won't let her.
She will sing and you can't stop her.
If this girl sings, I won't be responsible.
I will. Carl, watch him.
Get back, Doctor.
This way.
What a great night for you.
Yes, when your little Miss Nobody breaks down, I go on to save your face.
Well, no, not at all. You've always wanted to sing the magic voice. This is your great opportunity.
What an audience.
Haven't I always said that hers is the greatest voice in the country?
In the country, Count Seabrook, in the world, in the world.
What about your brilliant new discovery?
Now, forget about her, forget about everything. Go out there and cover yourself with glory. Thrill the king and that distinguished audience with the golden voice of the great Jamila.
All right, I'll do it. But not for you. All for the king. But for Jarmila.
Brava. Dr. Honer.
Yes, sir.
Where have you been? We've looked everywhere for you. This is a command performance, the king. You've just time to make your entrance.
There's nothing to be afraid of anymore. Louise, take care of her.
What about me and my golden voice? You think that I'm going to stand here and let that little...
The king. She ought to be there by now.
Don't go on that stage. Your voice will break, I warn you. Don't go on that stage. You to sing, do you hear? I forbid you to sing.
Sit down.
Repeat the cue.
Her fear of you is gone.
Sing, Angela! Sing!
Everything is clearing like light. Paradise is nearing. I sing to your love while I sing.
Up the stairs.
Marcelina, they're here. They're here.